These guys are being very, very polite. They're waiting for me to say go, so I'll say go. They're very, very polite. I guess this way, in RLCS, you have to wait. So these guys are consummate professionals. They know what they're doing. But here we go. Zen versus Mawkzy. If Zen wins, he wins the group. He goes through to the playoffs as first seed. Mawkzy can win against him. And we might have a tie. We might have Mawkzy #1 in the group. Zen has been the guy to beat in this group. Vatira and Zen, the only undefeated players remaining in the tournament at this moment. Will Zen be able to sweep, get the group done absolutely perfectly? Mawkzy's got one loss to his name already, lost to Naupo in round 1. Zen handled Naupo in game 5 yesterday, later on. And so far, he's handling business against Mawkzy as well. Absolute laser by Zen. Unsavable shot from that range. Zen bangs in a 1-goal lead. There's a prediction up right now for all of you guys asking if you want to put your beans on the line. Assuming we're going to get a couple more beans on Zen now that he's scored. He's in a bit of a precarious position here though. No boosts, and Mawkzy is about to flick the ball. You know what that means. Mawkzy ties the game 1-1. I mean, even having boosts in this position doesn't help a lot of players. Zen had nothing until the very last second where he drove over one boost pad. Now, when these guys have played before, Zen has had the edge. He seems to come out on top against Mawkzy. Wow, what a read by Zen. That's ridiculous. He had the read on that bounce. It was coming at him quickly. Zen's defense seems more capable at handling Mawkzy's offense than even Rawast's defense is, which is kind of crazy. Mawkzy is stylistically better against Rawast than Zen is, but Zen is stylistically better against Mawkzy than Rawast is. Bit of a rock, paper, scissors scenario going on between these three players. The Zen takes the lead after a successful midfield challenge. A lot of people have speculated what are the reasons for the favorable matchup for Zen against Mawkzy. For me, I think it all comes down to how he defends. He likes to defend by advancing. He likes to defend by challenging as a priority. The Rawast, of course, he does do that, but his priority is goal line defense, reactive defense. And how are you supposed to play reactive defense against Mawkzy's flick? I mean, it's pretty much impossible. Whereas Zen, he just charges forward. He doesn't give Mawkzy time to set up his flicks. He doesn't give Mawkzy the space to get the ball on top of his car. Look at that. Mawkzy gets the ball on top of his car. Zen says, get that ball in the back of the net. Get it off your car, my friend. It's not happening. I am not going back to goal, and you're not going to have any chance to set up your flick. Low 50s will have to be on point for Mawkzy in this series. He's going to need to be absolutely peaking with his kickoff as well, which of course he can do. Zen again advancing and putting up that defensive stand early. Not a lot of boost here for Zen, but brilliant control on the back wall. It's a bit unfortunate not to get a bigger wave dash bump onto Mawkzy there. Back corner boost taken away. The other one will be as well in a second. There it is. Zen keeping small pads and rips a wall shot. Oh my goodness, what a shot by Zen. The setup is immaculate. He's not just randomly wall dashing. He's not just spamming jump to chain dash. No, he just placed a wall dash to make a perfect first touch on the ball to set up the shot that Mawkzy couldn't save. That's insane. A lot of players are good at wall dashing. A lot of players are good at chain dashing in the pro scene, but placing a first touch off a wall dash, that's a different level. And Zen again just goes. He just challenges. Mawkzy wants space to set up the flick, and it's just not happening. Zen just completely disrespects him, just sends it, and now it's really up to Mawkzy to adapt. Zen has made it pretty clear what his game plan is. He is just going to go for the ball, and now Mawkzy has to get it moving a lot more quickly than he currently is. Wave dash recovery kickoff for Zen goes very well. He's in a goal scoring position here, and he will score. It's 6-1, and that goal is going to hurt for Mawkzy because he rates his wave dash recovery kickoff, and I would as well, as one of the best in the world. And Zen just beat him with his own. It's not like Zen's countered the strategy. He just used the same strategy and did it better. He hit the ball harder. Can Zen make it 7? Heavy hitting from the midfield. Continuing to put the pressure on Mawkzy. Zen looking to keep the threat of the challenge alive. There's the fake, and Mawkzy does move the ball early there, and he has to, because Zen has sent so many challenges early. Mawkzy had to respect the chance of a challenge in that play. And now suddenly, Zen is faking challenges. He's just one step ahead. As soon as Mawkzy starts to flick the ball early, Zen's faking challenges. Earlier on, when Mawkzy was trying to set up the ball carries, Zen was just going. He's had perfect defense, perfect reads on Mawkzy's ground game. Stopping the attacks before they even get started. What control by Zen on the back wall once again. Mawkzy looking for any kind of opening, looking for a weakness. There's none to be found in game 1. Zen with the lean back reset, goes back under the ball. Plays it straight at Mawkzy at the near post. Mawkzy not going to let that one through. Forced to flick early again. Mawkzy is not getting into that spot that he wants to be in. He's got a range, you know, somewhere between the halfway line, pretty much anywhere between the halfway line and the edge of his opponent's box. That's where he wants to be launching his flick from. And that's the zone that Zen is protecting right now. He's not letting Mawkzy into that area uncontested. Mawkzy will get one. Zen only got a piece of that one on the 50-50, and it did not deflect to safety. It went straight into the net. A minute for Mawkzy to work with. If he wants to top this group, if he wants to even finish top 2 in the group, you'd think he has to win this, because he's currently on the same series win-loss as Naupo, who is favorite in his match right now. If Naupo wins that one, and Mawkzy can't beat Zen, and Mawkzy will finish 3rd in Group B. He was the top seed coming in, but Zen really making his life difficult. Naupo definitely made his life difficult yesterday. There's still time for Mawkzy though. You can see he's so afraid of those Zen challenges. He's again made an early move on the ball, which he didn't need to make. And there's another fake challenge by Zen. He's conditioned Mawkzy to be flicking the ball early, and now he is reaping the benefits. Just 25 seconds to go. Mawkzy needs a goal immediately if he's going to come back here, and he will go all in the hunt for it. Air dribble high, flip reset early. That one's past Zen. That will be in the back of the net. 3rd goal for Mawkzy, but is it too little too late? He needs kickoff possession. In fact, I'd go as far as say he needs a kickoff goal with this kind of time remaining. A kickoff goal or a goal within maximum 8 seconds. That's what Mawkzy's looking to do here. Zen has a quick look over the top of the ball to see if Mawkzy's delaying. Sees he isn't, and that's just another brilliant play by Zen. I think you guys were watching Mawkzy POV there, but Zen using the joystick to have a glance over the top of the ball there to spy any potential Mawkzy mind games, of which there were not in this play. 1-0. Zen just dominates game 1. Completely shut down Mawkzy's dribbles early with challenges, and then he adapted late to fake challenges right as Mawkzy was trying to switch. And yeah, you can see there on the Next Rank post-game stats. Shout out to the Next Rank. It's a Rocket League course that's coming soon, brought to you by Apparently Jack and myself. We are here to help you rank up in Rocket League. It's coming soon. Sign up on thenextrank.com for a 15% discount on release. Now let's take a look at the results that are coming in for Group B, because this is the most important round of the group. Nas needs a win. Atto needs a win. But it's a disaster for Atto. Khaled leads 2-0. Wait, what happened? Why is there an alarm? I didn't hear an alarm. Oh, you guys in America are getting the emergency alarm on your phones. I was wondering, what are you all spamming alarm for? I didn't hear an alarm. You guys get the USA test. Those things are terrifying, by the way. I think one time I got off a plane in, where was it? It was in, it was some flight I had this summer. I landed, turned off airplane mode, so did everyone else in the plane, and then everybody's phone's alarms went off, and we're thinking, what just happened? What on earth just happened? I think it was actually when we flew to Dusseldorf, or when I flew to Dusseldorf. Terrifying. But I suppose they do need those alarms to be, to be like that. It makes sense. Anyway, into Game 2 we go. Remember what I said earlier, if Mawkzy wants to finish this round, finish the group with a better win-loss than Zen, then he needs to win 3-1 or 3-0. Zen is flip resetting in defense, by the way, just as you do. Why not? Now, if that means that Mawkzy cannot allow Zen to win another game. If Zen wins one more game, then it will only be between Zen and Naupo to decide who tops the group. Mawkzy would simply be playing for second place, which is still a whole lot better than third. But it's not what he wants, of course. He wants to win, he wants to be the best, he wants to dominate his opponents. But Zen just has his number once again. He has been in peak form. And here he comes looking for the first goal. Super efficient takeoff. Oh, what a save. Mawkzy predicted that one very well. And now he's in the money spot, looking for the flick, but Zen calls the bluff. Well, Mawkzy went for the fake instead of the flick there. The ball wasn't sitting exactly as he wanted on his car. Zen gets the perfect challenging angle and shuts it down again. I mean, he's just shutting down the flicks with such effectiveness and now scoring at the other end. It's all about the approach from Zen. He deletes the ball in the top corner, but it's after he opens up an angle that Mawkzy can't really stop. Mawkzy can't cover every option there. He's got to think about the chance of Zen cutting the ball in field. He's got to think about the shot to the top corner. And, you know, covering both those options is very difficult. It's credit to Zen for making life difficult for Mawkzy there. He's the one who went in that position in the first place. Can Mawkzy equalize? Not yet. Surely. Yes, he will. Zen made him take another shot. But he did get the crucial goal off an early flick. Very strong 50 there by Mawkzy in the follow-up. It is worth mentioning, by the way, you know, Atto in a lot of trouble, 0-2 against Khaled in this in his series already. But I believe any win will work for him in that series, so it's not the end of the world yet. He needs to make the reverse sweep if he wants to avoid promo relegation, of course, though. That's just too easy for Zen. Simple. As Mawkzy struggled to really get into position in time. Wait, is Atto... is he out already? No way. That's a fast exit in the last round. Just 22 minutes after the hour. Is that series over already? That's massive for Khaled. You know, a lot of people are saying Khaled's going to be eliminated. He's going to struggle in this group. He's taken down Nas earlier on. And now he's taken down Atto as well. Nas 2-0 over Naupo. Wow, well that's massive for Mawkzy. If Nas beats Naupo, then Mawkzy will likely move clear of Naupo. But it all depends on the games. He needs games here. The flip reset bump from Zen is not helping him with that. Because Zen is taking games. He's just getting goal after goal. And he is shutting Mawkzy down. Mawkzy just looking helpless right now. Atto 3-3 game 3. Okay, it's not over for Atto. It's not Atto 5 yet. Still Atto 4. And Mawkzy has a chance from close range, takes it. Side flip shot. You know, I talked earlier on about things you can do at home that pros do. Here's another one. If you want to improve your ground game. Side flip shots. Not shooting with any forward motion there on the flip. It's all side because he wants to transfer as much momentum into the ball as possible with a large angle change. Even works against Zen. If that's not a good advertisement for a move, then I don't know what is. You know what else works against Zen? Mawkzy advancing quickly at the near post and faking high, going low. He's completely tied it here. Very convincing fake there, backing it up with a 50 as well. Very safe play there by Mawkzy. Found a way back into the game. Such an experienced player now, Mawkzy. Really has been putting the work in. I don't know why, honestly. I mean, I do know why, but at the same time, it's silly that he gets any kind of hate even for just simply playing the game mode. Only in esports that you get haters coping by saying, ah, well, you only won because you practiced more. Can you imagine saying that to an athlete? crazy. But yeah, I think you should be appreciating the grind that he's clearly been on, and it's starting to pull off against Zen. It's another cut-in field by Mawkzy, so he's scored by doing this with a shot. Now he does it with a dribble. It's all about the angle change for Mawkzy. He knows Zen has been rushing challenges in many moments, and it's what Zen does. He likes to just charge in as quickly as he can, close the gap before his opponent realizes, and put a foot in. No way. Zen actually, of course he's reading this. I don't believe it. I do not believe what he's just done. I'm talking about Zen charging in. Well, how about that? Flip reset, mid-air 50, and then the read as well, making it look easy. 4-4. Nowhere is safe. Mawkzy's thinking, I'm fine. I'm in the back corner. Surely Zen's not going to come in and take the ball here. Yeah, apparently he is. Apparently he's just going to do exactly that. There's nothing Mawkzy could do about it. This is why Zen's early challenges work so well. He is so strong in the 50-50, always going through the middle of the ball, always getting a good contact, and even there having a flip to work with should it all go wrong. And Zen survives. More Mawkzy pressure, Mawkzy controlling the ball though, taking it all the way back to defense. Zen's on top of him, gets a back wall bump, that's going to dispossess. Big turnover of possession now for Zen. Mawkzy's right in front of him though. It's going to force Zen into a pretty awkward air dribble, but he does well, and that's going to force Mawkzy to land inside his net. Unideal situation for Mawkzy. Zen, for once, allows him to win a 50-50, and does not give the ball back though. Lean back reset by Zen. Mawkzy not able to stop his charge. The pre-jump really did not accomplish much there. Zen had full control the entire time. And a spectacular shot puts him up 5-4 with just 28 seconds to go. Mawkzy in more trouble. Zen just seems to be his kryptonite. I mean, he's got a win on Zen in the past, but Zen's beaten Mawkzy a whole lot more. Zen with 16 boost. Mawkzy does have an advantage here, and Zen's used a little bit of his boost, so he gets more to defend with. Mawkzy still has the edge in this position. Air dribble to the near post to bump. Oh, what a touch by Mawkzy! Zen was just trying to hold on, but Mawkzy manages to get one last touch in the ball to take it past him, and he ties the game with just 0.04 seconds left on the clock. Unreal. That means we will have to play for a 0-second play, and it's into the air. Mawkzy's got a chance of this one. Zen does not want to give him any space to work with here. Mawkzy's looking to get it. Oh, hold on. Zen nearly turned that one around with a massive boost disadvantage. Overtime game 2 it is. Mawkzy successfully comes back, and now he's in control off that left side wall. Zen has 100 boost to defend with, but he can't get to the ball in time. Mawkzy ties the game with a flip reset, and now wins the game with a flip reset. Huge plays by Mawkzy in the clutch. Zen will be reeling after that one. He was so close. He was mere split seconds away from winning this one. You can never count Mawkzy out. Now, do we have the blimp? Is the blimp ready? Do we have any other blimp results coming in? I don't think any of the series in this round are actually finished, by the looks of things. Oh, it just finished right now. Khaled won it. All right, let's bring in the blimp. Let's do it. Let's bring the blimp in. Let's see. Let's see the official standings. It's confirmed. Khaled 3, Atto 0. Atto is eliminated. Atto on 5. That's a surprise. I did not expect Atto to be last. I did not expect him to lose. In well, you know, a lot of people are calling the group of death. I didn't think he's going to lose every series. That's a bit heartbreaking. He's not going to be out of the tournament completely. He's going to be playing next in the promotion relegation tournament. So next time you're going to see him will be in, as I think the Aussies call it, promo relos. So look for him in in Pro Morello's in, I think it's actually in 3 weeks' time. It's quite wild. Stage 2 doesn't start until the start of November. Yeah, 3 or 4 weeks' time, if I recall. The next time we're going to see Atto, who, unfortunately for him, has been eliminated from Group B. Credit to Khaled, proving the doubters wrong, getting not 1 but 2 wins in the series, and I think booking a, no, not quite booking a playoff spot. Nas can still play spoiler there. In fact, he's currently in the process of doing so. Zen, right back to winning ways, in the lead in Game 3. You know, we're talking about Pro Morellos here, talking about promotion relegation battle. We're watching the battle for first place at the moment, the battle for the top seeds in the group. These are the guys we expected to be fighting for first, and they are fighting for first. A big 50 by Zen. Mawkzy keeping his composure though, just allowing it to happen. Such a big part of these close quarters exchanges in 1v1. Just keeping your cool, just not panicking, even if the ball is just inches away from your goal. Oh my, that's just gone through Zen. Pulls out an exquisite flick against Mawkzy. It looked like Mawkzy might be able to react to this one, but the reverse wave dash into the reverse flick from Zen could not be answered in time. Mawkzy thought he had it covered, he got a piece of it, but not enough. That's unreal by Zen to slot from that range with that amount of acceleration. Mind game attempted by Mawkzy. Zen, such a good job to cover it. And he wants the flick into the double. Not far off by Zen there, as you'd expect. He's got the ability to score from pretty much any angle. Zen completely unbothered by the game loss that he's just suffered, it would seem. He's right back to his A game. It's crazy to think that the Zen that we first saw in the 1 scene, who looked like he had just potential that we'd never seen before, and the natural ability that we had never witnessed for the game mode, now he just looks so polished as he just slides the ball around Mawkzy effortlessly at pace. Oh, that's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful to watch. He just steers it right past Mawkzy as soon as Mawkzy looks to advance. You know, credit to Mawkzy, he's dropped a nice shot in the chat for that one. Appreciating the ground play. Zen angered by the flip resets that Mawkzy just puts on him. Looking to give him one back. Not going to be a fast one, but it's enough. Mawkzy, a bit lost in his goal here. Trying to figure out where Zen going to be going with this shot. Before he can react, it's just right towards, it's pretty much straight at him. About halfway up the goal. I mean, that's about as central as you're going to get for a Zen flip reset shot. Honestly savable. But I think Mawkzy was ready for a top corner shot. He was positioning to dive at the top corner, and then suddenly the ball's in the middle of the net, and he just couldn't react in time. Zen in full control. Nas now put 2-1. Yeah, Nas now put still going on. If Nas wins that, he can book a slot in the playoffs, I believe. It's Nas against Khaled for the last playoff spot. Khaled has done all that he can today. He's beaten Atto 3-0 to give himself the best possible chance of making playoffs. But the issue for Khaled is that Nas has got better game win-loss differential at the moment compared to it. So if Nas does beat if Nas does beat Naupo 3-1, I'm pretty sure Nas snipes Khaled's playoff spot. If you're a fan of Khaled, well, if you're a fan of flip resets, stay right here. But if you're a fan of Khaled, you're going to want to watch Nas versus Naupo. Hey, there's going to be flip resets in that series as well, to be fair. Not a bad shot there by Zen. Not a bad shot, if you're being honest. Yeah, I believe Naupo can actually qualify Khaled to playoffs by just winning 2 games over there in their series. He's already won 1. Needs to win game 4. If Naupo beats Nas in game 4, I'm pretty sure Khaled is in the playoffs. because he has the head-to-head against Nas, should they be tied on game diff. Big game threes here. Zen with a lovely drive by Demo there onto Mawkzy. He's just taking no risks. It looks like, you know, he's in an all-in position here, but really the only thing that can counter that is a 50-50 going wrong, and it's a forfeit from Mawkzy at 7-0. What a response from Zen. Loses a heartbreakingly close game 2, but bounces back with pure destruction. 7-0. And that confirms that Zen will finish ahead of Mawkzy in the game win-loss differential statistic when all is said and done. Mawkzy will not be able to pass Zen because Zen's win-loss has just been too good. He's been dominant. No one but Naupo has been able to take Zen to game 5. To recap, Zen scores 3-1 against Khaled, 3-0 against Atto, 3-1 against Nas, 3-2 against Naupo. He's just been averaging a 3-1 win the entire way through the tournament, which is absolutely crazy. We can look at the results one more time. Let's see. Let's bring in the blimp before we get into game 4 here. Let's see what's happening. It's 1-2 in the Naupo Nas series. This is huge for Khaled fans and huge for Khaled because right now Nas and Khaled have the exact same game win-loss differential. And yeah, we can take a look at how that affects the group before we get into the last game here. Yeah, Khaled is currently in that crucial 4th place, the last playoff spot, but Nas is coming for him. If Nas can take down Naupo 3-1, then he's going to jump over the top of Khaled. Anyway, let's get into game 4 here. Zen trying to close it out 3-1 against one of his biggest rivals, Mawkzy, still fighting for the seeding. He is not done here. Do not count him out. Really, this series has gone exactly as you'd expect a Zen series to go. He's been aggressive, he's been mechanical. He really has just looked unplayable for the majority of it. Oh, quick mention by the way, if any of you just got ads, I'll be honest, I had no idea how, because Twitch has just kind of pulled a fast one on us there. I don't know where those ads came from. Usually it gives me a notification when ads are going to happen. That time, nope, didn't do it. It just ran ads. So thank you, Twitch. Really cool. I've been looking at my dashboard. I did not get a notification, but yeah, hopefully we'll be able to avoid those as much as possible. I think it ended just about at the start of the game, luckily, because yeah, that one was not intentional. I'll be completely honest with you guys. Came out of nowhere. If Mawkzy's going to come back in this series, he can't rely on clutching up in the final seconds. He can't rely on the kind of plays that he required in that second game. You know, that kind of peak at the end of a game is just so difficult to replicate. He has to stay in touching distance, and right now Zen is on a 9-goal spree. 7-0 in the last game, early forfeit by Mawkzy, and now Zen 2-0 inside a minute. Mawkzy does not look like he has any answer. Oh, Zen's giving him an opening there though. He was running away from a demo threat, and Mawkzy realized that the net was in fact just wide open there. Yeah, Zen looking like the guy to beat right now in Saltmine 3 EU. The crazy thing is, you know, we saw Rawas TRK earlier. Rawas could be finishing second. There is a world where Rawas finishes second in Group A. And who plays against Group A number 2 in round 1 of the playoffs? That's right, Group B number 1. We might be seeing another episode of Rawas vs. Zen a whole lot earlier than you guys anticipated. But don't panic though. It would be possible for them to rematch again in the final if they do end up playing in round 1. So the players who, in short, the players who finish first and second in the groups get 2 lives in the playoffs. So the loser could make a run through the other side of the bracket and then get the revenge in the grand final. But yeah, more on that later. Don't worry, it'll all make sense. I promise you, it's all going to start coming together. The further into the tournament we go. Oh, what a shot. Mawkzy Gets a compliment out of Zen in the quick chat for this one. Ceiling recovery. Completely ignores the ceiling challenge in the pre-jump by Zen. So then floor pinch it past him. It's some kind of a floor pinch and half volley had a floor pinching and half volleying had a baby. That's what that was. Mawkzy just easing into the sweet spot for his flicks there, but Zen seems to just have a really good read on where and when Mawkzy wants to flick the ball. Like more than even Robust, more than anyone else I've seen play against Mawkzy, Zen shuts down the flicks so consistently. He just really does not let them happen. Double tap from close range goes wide. That's going to allow Zen to steal the boost though. Backup plan initiated. And he knows that Mawkzy's on low boost here, but Mawkzy with great awareness covers the back wall, still in a absolute world of trouble, and Zen just runs away. Knows that that's in. Did not panic, did not think for a second that he's hit the post there. Just lets it go in and ties the game while walking back away from the explosion. Mawkzy keeping it close, so this is far more respectable than we had in the last game. This is the kind of game he needs against Zen. Early flick again by Mawkzy. Zen was right in front of him. Oh my god, Mawkzy's almost own goaled that one. Yo, almost own goaled again. He came so close to rolling into that, but that was obviously intentional. He wanted to pretend to hit that into the back corner and then counter Zen if Zen went for the boost seal. Zen not overextending. He's waiting patiently for a clear-cut chance to put himself in front. That's a massive flick by Mawkzy. Zen double taps it into his back corner. And he's got time to get the back corner boost before the next attack by Mawkzy, which is a pretty tame one. Mawkzy really just passing the ball to Zen there. And he's done well to get right back on the ball. This is limiting Zen's options. And it's still going to be Zen next up on the play. He's so difficult to dispossess when he starts to go side to side like this, taking away the boost. That boost isn't spawning for a while. Mawkzy just trying to make do with what he's got, and he does brilliantly. Perfect awareness. The timing was absolutely exceptional. Look at the counter as well. The shot goes in just underneath the crossbar. And that was all about the defense by Mawkzy. He knew that Zen might go for a very risky, a very aggressive close range shot like that. He was able to deflect it, not just to safety, but into a scoring position. Mawkzy, Zen colliding. It looks like Mawkzy's going to come out with the ball here. Boost steal as well. Zen pretty limited with what he can do here. He's got absolutely no boost. Mawkzy is just circling, getting ready to set up his next attack. Great defense by Zen though. Equaling the boost into a very even position now. In fact, dispossessing Mawkzy as we get into the final minute. Again, opening up such a threatening angle with the dribble. The air dribble this time. Over the top of Mawkzy. But take notes, look at what Zen is doing. As soon as he gets the ball, he switches sides. He gets the ball in the back left corner, he runs to mid right. He gets the ball in the back right corner, he runs to mid left. He's creating angles that kind of forced Mawkzy's hand. Mawkzy had to dive there, otherwise he'd leave the top corner wide open again for Zen to shoot at. Zen pressuring the ball. Oh, stealing the boost away. What a spot by Zen to stay aggressive in this position. He's actually found a goal out of this one. How on earth has he done this? It looked like Mawkzy had the advantage after the kickoff, but Zen just plays the ball not once, but twice. And on the turn, he goes for goal. That is absolutely ridiculous. Mawkzy thought that Zen was going to try and take the ball to the back corner. He was taking mid-boost and preparing to hunt him down. But Zen, with the trickery, with the mechanics, with the recoveries, up by 1 with just 30 seconds to go. He'll have that heavy hit handled. In fact, he's going to try and shoot this one. Of course. Mawkzy's back to send it into a safer position. I say safer because it's far from safe. Zen lurking in the box. He's right in front of Mawkzy here. Oh, the trip though. Mawkzy, he'll tie. It looked like Zen had this one fully under control, but Mawkzy tripped him as he was looking to land. and slots another open net from distance. Clinical finishing from Mawkzy. He's not had too many good looks at the net as Zen's coming back. Now with 10 seconds to go, we're all tied up again. Mawkzy with the advantage. It's a big advantage at that, but Zen dispossesses him and even saves a little bit of boost here. How's this bounce going to go? It looks like it's going down. We're going to have overtime for the second time in the series. Mawkzy won the first one with a flip reset off the left wall. He might have a right wall takeoff here. No, cuts infield instead for the dribble. He's got a brilliant angle to work with, and he shoots it behind Zen to tie the series. Well, Zen's wins might be dominant, but Mawkzy's wins are worth just as much. 2 overtime victories. Zen expected a shot across the goal. Mawkzy hits it behind him. We're going to game 5 for the second time today. That's a really impressive game for Mawkzy against the run of play for the most of it. Really stuck in defense, but still able to come out on top. Both overtimes have been won by Mawkzy. I mean, reading the scoreline, 6-3 in game 1, 7-0 in game 3, both Zen victories. But Mawkzy wins the OTs. Clutching it up. Now, okay, I'm getting news as well. Can we bring in the blimp? Let's bring in the blimp to see what's happening here, because we've got some very important results to report. Atto eliminated. He'll be playing promo relegations for stage 2. But I think we can confirm that Khaled has qualified for playoffs, because Naupo has taken 2 games in a row against NAS, forcing game 5. What that does, do we have updated group standings, Ben? Let's take a look at the groups. This will explain it better than I can very quickly. Khaled is 1 game diff ahead of NAS right now. So even if NAS wins against Naupo to tie Khaled on series wins, they will be dead even on game win-loss differential. At that point, it goes to head-to-head, which Khaled has. So if I'm not mistaken, Khaled has made playoffs 4th place out of Group B. NAS, he might not know it right now, is eliminated. He needed to beat Naupo 3-1 because Khaled swept Atto in the final round. Anyway, we've got game 5 between Zen and Mawkzy. Hopefully that all makes sense to you guys. I'm sure as we go through this tournament, you'll start to get the tiebreakers, the group stage into playoffs. All of these things will start to make sense. We're using the same format 3 times in a row essentially for each stage. This being stage 1. Oh, wow, honestly an incredible result for Khaled, because a lot of people are calling this a group of death. And everybody were, pointing at Khaled as, some people were questioning his invite. He was invited to the tournament. While I'm saying all this, Mawkzy's scored a pretty decent goal there. Well done, Mawkzy. Not bad. Don't mind that. Yeah, Khaled proving all the haters wrong. He beats NAS, he beats Atto, and finishes 4th in the group behind 3 absolute demons in Naupo, Mawkzy, and Zen. Zen still has this one fully in his own control. If he wins this game, he tops the group. Can he do it? Mawkzy can't catch him in game diff. And I don't think Naupo can either now. I think Zen has already won. Yeah, Zen's already won the group, I believe. Can any of the geniuses in chat confirm? All I've been thinking about is the Khaled NAS game diff situation. But because Naupo's been taken to game 5 by NAS, I'm pretty sure Zen just tops the group. Even if Mawkzy wins this and Naupo wins his game to force a 3-way tie, Zen would win that tie because his game diff is miles better than everybody else. He's been dominating this group. So yeah, he's done it. He has won. Zen is on top, but he'll want to do it perfect. He doesn't want to lose a series. He wants to sweep everybody. Win 5 series in a row. Put together another very impressive win streak. Zen likes his win streaks in the Rada ones. Oh my goodness, what a read by Zen. Mawkzy committed for that one, and he'll regret that decision because here comes Zen to go up 2-1. And you got to think, was that wise for Mawkzy to expect Zen to either miss that read or not go for the ball? I don't think there's any world where Zen misses that read. He is just too good from these awkward angles. It is worth mentioning, of course, Mawkzy is still fighting for 2nd place. Mawkzy and Naupo both fighting, in fact, for 2nd place. Mawkzy needs a win here. And right now, he needs a comeback because Zen's put in another one. Clean challenge. Easy open net. Mawkzy out of position. All from the speed. Zen dusting him there. And yeah, of course, worth mentioning, like a few of you guys have realized, if Naupo wins against Nas, then Mawkzy will be third regardless, but he at least wants to give himself a chance. These games are happening at the same time, and he's going to need another comeback here because it is getting out of control. Zen is rolling again. This is what happened in game 2. Air dribble dunk, a monstrous block there from Zen to put himself 4-1 ahead. Disastrous situation for Mawkzy here, but can he fix it now with a possession from the back corner? Great look around the ball there. Oh, that's brilliant by Mawkzy. He saw exactly where Zen was in the approach here, had a glance around the ball to see if Zen was planning a challenge, and that was all the info he needed. He saw Zen hitting the brakes, anticipated the reverse challenge, and outplayed it with a simple double jump pop. The demo wasn't needed. Of course, you might as well add some salt to the wound. Add some salt to the mine. Zen quickly back. Had to use all of his boost there, though. That will give Mawkzy the next play on the ball as well. And notice the difference between Mawkzy and Zen's ground play setup. So whenever Zen gets the ball in a bit of space, he crosses over to the other side of the pitch. Whenever Mawkzy gets it, he just goes straight at his opponent. And that is strategical. Mawkzy knows he doesn't need the angle like other players do in order to flick the ball at monstrous speeds. And he wants to be able to go straight because that, of course, does double up as the threat of an air dribble bump setup. So, very interesting stylistic choice by both of these players. Zen likes the angles, he likes the options. Mawkzy likes just drilling that one play that he is the best in the world at. Mawkzy has to get up for this, does get up for this, blocks it, but it's Zen who's on the hunt for another goal, peppering the backboard with shots after shot. 13 boosts for Mawkzy, not enough to really get that ball moving the way he wants, but it does force the boost steal. Zen for now, just biding his time, waiting for Mawkzy to make a mistake. Here comes Mawkzy. It's this kind of move that Zen is holding out for. If Mawkzy overextends in positions like that, it will be a goal at the other end for Zen. Mawkzy trying to stay active here, and he has. Just forces it through, forces the issue. Brilliant boost management by Mawkzy this entire time, and the delay was enough. Zen just panicked and did not get the ball into a safe position. He probably expected Mawkzy to be up for that. Mawkzy just came in at ground level. Oh, Zen's just called his bluff on that one though. 5-3. The crowd favorite. One of the most popular players in the world for a reason. He just does exactly what you expect him to do. That was Mawkzy trying to fake him off the ball in a very risky position. Oh, Zen's messed up his kickoff there. Recovers well though. Mawkzy saw that. Didn't want to fall prey to a delayed kickoff, even if it is an accidental one. Still time left for Mawkzy. Doesn't have a lot of space though. Look where Zen's putting himself. The closest shadow defense you're going to see. And it's because Mawkzy didn't have any momentum. There's not really any threat. Oh, how about this from Zen? He's getting speed out of nowhere. Final minute now. Mawkzy again with the early flick. Zen is right in front of him, forcing the flicks early, dispossessing him when he does it, and then power shooting every single ball. And he drops up "be careful" in chat for Mawkzy. I don't know if it quite has the same, I don't know if it hits quite as hard when you use it when you're winning. I like that he's put his own brand on it though. The one word, "be careful." Very, very interesting adaptation on the spelling there by Zen. Now Mawkzy has to do something here. Zen is baiting the challenge. That'll just about do it for that attack. I think Mawkzy has a chance here. Early flick, sets up the shot, and he scores it. Mawkzy gives himself a lifeline. He needs kickoff possession. But that's something he's been pretty good at getting in the clutch moments in this series. He's come back multiple times. He's forced overtime multiple times. But can he do it again? Can he do it in game 5? That's not the touch Mawkzy wanted. Zen pounces on it, and that misplay might give the series away to Zen. Mawkzy tried to knock the ball over Zen, but he accidentally hit it in front of him, and he was not able to get the save either. 7-4 is just a bit too much. Kickoff goal required. Will it be enough for Mawkzy? Because kickoff goal is exactly what he gets. Doesn't stop there though. Kickoff goal is just step 1. Brilliant pre-flip, by the way, by Mawkzy. Absolutely perfect. Now he needs at absolute minimum a kickoff possession. He has to score with at least 2 seconds left on the clock, you would think. Can Mawkzy pull off the impossible? Couple of wave dashes. He actually might have a chance for a demo here. Zen sees it coming, but he misses the ball. Mawkzy! He pulls off the impossible again! There's absolutely no way. Clutch wave dashes in the setup. Zen misses the ball in a high pressure situation, and Mawkzy's got 3 seconds to work with. That's huge. He's actually got options on this kickoff. He could try and win it to the side and play for the boost. Instead, he goes directly for goal. There's no way. Mawkzy with 14 boost. 0-second goal is his. Are you joking? Zen says be careful. It turns out it was him who should have been more careful. 3 goals in the blink of an eye, and we have a third overtime. Unbelievable by Mawkzy. And that's, you know, it's times like this is why I always say he needs a kickoff goal. You guys are like telling me, nah, it's pointless. It's not going to happen. Is it going to matter though? Zen is already almost scoring. Crossbar saves Mawkzy. Another chance for Zen, but he keeps it low. Zen's got 100 boost to play with. Mawkzy's got 100 boost to defend with. Zen's past him. Not quickly enough though. Mawkzy darts back and closes the door in the near post. Zen from defense. Third chance to attack now. Mawkzy manages to get into a challenging position. Finally, Mawkzy has some pressure on the ball here. He's got Zen backed up into a corner, but Zen's got the boost advantage. Mawkzy dispossesses him and now runs away from the demo. And he escapes, controlling the ball all the while in the back corner. Now Zen on the back foot in terms of boost. Mawkzy demos him. That net is going to be open. Where's Zen spawning? The wrong side. Mawkzy's done it. You know, credit to him. Zen immediately sees the irony of the situation and says GG's. He'll still top the group, but wow, what a comeback by Mawkzy. Oh, I do not believe what I've just seen. That is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Like I was saying, this is why I always point out that 15 seconds, 3 goals, hey, it can happen. You just need a kickoff goal, a kickoff possession, and a 0-second goal. There it is. Mawkzy shows us how it's done. Let's take a look at the post-series stats here. See how the two compared across the series. I mean, Zen will probably look dominant in the stats because 2 games, the 2 games that he won were dominant wins for him. Mawkzy, though, took 3 overtimes. 3 overtimes. Yeah, Zen, more field control, more possession, and much more goals, especially because of that game 3 7-0. Mawkzy, 2 clutch. I mean, that is ridiculous. The focus required to pull off something like that is truly unbelievable. Full credit to him. And I'm pretty sure he did the whole thing while streaming. I think he's streaming, isn't he? He is. What an absolute legend. He's streaming as well. I actually saw a really cool clip. Actually, do we have highlights, by the way, Ben, while I'm rambling here? Yeah, let's look at some highlights while I ramble. If you guys didn't see the clip of Mawkzy scoring and his mom screaming in celebration in the background, you have to go and find it. I think it's on the Rocket League Esports Reddit. It's probably been posted on Twitter. Honestly, W mom reaction there. But yeah, Mawkzy's been streaming his whole run, so I'm sure there's tons of content to enjoy if you do decide to swing by at any point. Yeah, Zen looks like he has, I think stylistically he still does have Mawkzy's number. I'll stick to what I said earlier on in the series here. This series really did show that Zen's style works at shutting down Mawkzy's flick setups. He doesn't even have to save the flicks because he shuts them down before they happen. And yeah, by the way, as always, shout out to Chalkcast for making these highlights possible. What would we honestly have done without Chalkcast? We wouldn't even have highlights to watch, so shout out Chalkcast. We honestly, after that performance, might have to think about getting Mawkzy on the pod. What do you guys think about that? That heroic display has just got me thinking. We need to learn more about this man, the guy that's so often stirring the pot, but also providing us with endless entertainment on the field, which this series was full of. Yeah, well played by Zen as well. He does top the group after all is said and done, and despite that monumental effort by Mawkzy, it wasn't enough. He will finish third place in the group because he loses the game diff with Zen, and he loses the head-to-head with Naupo. Absolute disaster for him. Yeah, let's take a look. Let's bring the blimp in for the results. We can confirm Naupo reverse sweep on Nas. Absolutely devastating for Nas there as he gets eliminated from stage 1, but he'll be back in stage 2. His one win against Atto secured the 5th place spot for him. So we'll be seeing Nas again in stage 2 group stage. But that's all we're going to see from him for Saltmine EU stage 1. Can we take a look at the groups before we head to break? We can really quickly do that before we switch our attention to group A, because after this break we're going to have Vatira versus Rawas in the battle for number 1 in Group A. But yeah, Mawkzy tops the group. Zen tops the group. He has the best game diff in Group B by 1 game. 1 game, chat. He wins the group because of 1 game diff. He has +7. Naupo and Mawkzy have +6. And because Naupo and Mawkzy are tied, the next tiebreaker is head-to-head, which Naupo won. So Mawkzy finishes 3rd place ahead of Khaled in Group B. But join us again after the break. We're going to go to break right now because we have another match coming up very shortly. It's Vatira versus Rawas. Vatira looking to go undefeated, something no one else has been able to do in Europe all the way through group stage, not even Zen. And to do it, yes, is beat Rawas. We'll see you after this.